Have you ever noticed how your brain suddenly decides to replay old conversations the moment you lie down in bed? Something you said, something you should have said, a moment from years ago that feels unfinished. During the day, these thoughts stay quiet, but at night they come back, louder. This isn't random, and it doesn't mean you're overthinking for no reason. It's how the brain processes emotion. Why old conversations return at night. During the day, your brain is occupied. Tasks, noise, movement, responsibilities. There's no space to reflect, but at night, external stimulation drops and the brain turns inward. This is when unresolved emotional moments resurface, especially conversations tied to embarrassment, regret, rejection, guilt, unmet needs. The brain isn't trying to punish you, it's trying to complete something emotionally unfinished. It's not memory, it's emotion. Most people think, why can't I forget this already? But the brain doesn't replay memories because they're old. It replays them because they're unprocessed. What returns at night isn't the conversation itself, it's the feeling attached to it. The emotion didn't get acknowledged at the time, so the mind brings it back when things finally slow down. Why you always think of better responses late at night. At night, the brain enters a reflective state. Stress hormones drop, logic becomes clearer. That's why you suddenly think of, I should have said this. I wish I responded differently. This isn't failure, it's delayed emotional clarity. But the problem is, the moment has already passed. So instead of resolution, the mind loops. Why trying to stop the replay makes it worse. When a thought appears, most people fight it. Why am I thinking about this again? Stop, move on. This creates resistance, and resistance tells the brain, this is important, keep it active. The replay gets louder, the body stays alert, sleep drifts further away. The goal isn't to shut the thought down, it's to remove its emotional charge. What actually helps the mind let go? The brain releases thoughts when they feel acknowledged, not argued with. A simple mental shift helps. This is my mind processing. This moment mattered to me. I don't need to fix it right now. When you stop trying to rewrite the past, the brain stops demanding attention. The thought loses urgency, and slowly it fades. A gentle nighttime practice. When an old conversation appears, don't replay it fully, don't correct it, don't judge yourself. Instead, notice the emotion underneath. Name it silently. Embarrassment, sadness, disappointment. That's often enough. The brain isn't asking for perfection, it's asking for recognition. Why this happens more in modern life. Modern life leaves very little space for emotional digestion. We move quickly from one moment to the next. Conversations end, but life continues. There's rarely time to pause and reflect on how something actually felt, so the brain postpones processing. Notifications replace silence, distraction replaces reflection, and emotions get stored instead of expressed. Night becomes the only remaining gap. Constant input keeps emotions unfinished. During the day, the mind is flooded with information. Messages, videos, updates, opinions. This constant input keeps the nervous system slightly alert. There's no natural ending to the day anymore. Without closure, emotional experiences stay open-ended. The brain doesn't get the signal that it's safe to rest, so it waits until everything goes quiet, and then it speaks. Digital distraction delays emotional processing. Phones help us avoid uncomfortable moments, awkward conversations, lingering feelings, uncertainty. But avoided emotions don't disappear. They wait. At night, when there's nothing left to scroll, the mind returns to what was skipped, not to punish you, but to be heard. The brain still expects stillness. The human brain evolved with natural pauses. Sunset meant slowing down. Darkness meant rest. Modern life ignores those cues. Artificial light, late-night screens, and mental stimulation tell the brain it should stay alert. So when you finally stop, the mind releases everything it's been holding. Overthinking is a response to mental overload. Nighttime overthinking is often a delayed reaction to a day that was emotionally loud. Small moments add up: micro-stress, social pressure, unspoken thoughts, constant comparison. The mind replays conversations because it never had a chance to fully experience them. Why a quiet room feels loud. When the outside world goes silent, the inside world becomes noticeable. This isn't a problem, it's contrast. Silence doesn't create thoughts, it reveals them, and what appears at night is usually what mattered most during the day. The brain is seeking safety, not solutions. Nighttime thinking isn't the brain asking you to fix your life, it's asking for safety, for reassurance, for acknowledgement. Once the brain feels seen, it no longer needs to stay alert. A softer way to end the day. You don't need to force calm. You need to signal safety. Lower stimulation. Gentle lighting, slower breathing, no pressure to sleep instantly. The goal isn't silence, it's permission. Final thought. Modern life doesn't give the mind enough space to close emotional loops. So the brain uses the night, not because something is wrong, but because it finally has the quiet it needs.